Football is more than goals and trophies. Behind every legend, every transfer, and every scandal lies a story waiting to be told. Welcome to ALN Football Untold, the stories behind the game.
At just 23 years old, Paul Pogba seemed destined to become football's next global superstar. He was one of the most talented midfielders on the planet, a World Cup winner, and the most expensive footballer in history at the time. But today, when football fans discuss Paul Pogba, the conversation is very different. Injuries, controversy, failed expectations, personal struggles, and career-defining mistakes transformed what should have been a legendary journey into one of football's most debated stories. So what really happened to Paul Pogba? And how did one of football's brightest stars lose his way? This is the dark truth behind Paul Pogba's career. Born in Lagny-sur-Marne, France, in 1993, Paul Pogba showed extraordinary talent from a young age. Even as a teenager, his combination of size, strength, technique, and creativity separated him from other young players. Scouts quickly noticed. Eventually, Manchester United secured one of the most exciting young prospects in European football. At Old Trafford, expectations grew rapidly. Many inside the club believed they were developing a future superstar. But cracks soon appeared. Despite his talent, Pogba struggled to break into Sir Alex Ferguson's first team. The young midfielder wanted opportunities. His representatives wanted guarantees. Manchester United hesitated. Then came the decision that would change everything. In 2012, Paul Pogba left Manchester United and joined Juventus. For many fans, it seemed like a mistake. For Pogba, it was the opportunity he desperately needed. At Juventus, everything changed. Surrounded by elite players and given the freedom to develop, Pogba flourished. Week after week, he showcased incredible passing, powerful shooting, technical brilliance, and confidence beyond his years. Soon, he wasn't just a promising youngster. He was one of the best midfielders in the world. European giants lined up for his signature. And Manchester United came calling once again. In 2016, Manchester United re-signed Paul Pogba for a then world record fee of £89 million. The transfer dominated football headlines around the globe. Fans expected a savior. Sponsors saw a superstar. The club saw the face of a new era. The pressure was enormous. Every touch was analysed. Every performance was scrutinised. Every mistake became a headline. And while Pogba delivered moments of brilliance, consistency remained elusive. One week he looked unstoppable. The next week, questions returned. Why wasn't he dominating every game? Why wasn't he carrying Manchester United back to the top? The expectations became a burden few players could carry. Then came 2018. For one unforgettable summer, Paul Pogba reminded the world exactly how special he was. Playing for France, he became a leader, a driving force, a champion. In the World Cup final against Croatia, Pogba scored and helped secure football's biggest prize. At that moment, it seemed like his career had finally reached the level everyone expected. But the celebration wouldn't last. After the World Cup, problems began to multiply. Injuries became more frequent. Momentum disappeared. Confidence declined. Questions about his future dominated headlines. Managerial changes created instability. Fan expectations remained sky high. Every setback seemed larger because of who Paul Pogba was supposed to become. Football's brightest stars often face immense pressure. For Pogba, that pressure was becoming overwhelming. Then came the most difficult chapter of his life. In 2022, reports emerged involving an alleged extortion case connected to individuals close to him, including family members. The situation shocked football fans around the world. Suddenly, football was no longer the only battle Paul Pogba was fighting. Behind the scenes, personal challenges were taking a heavy toll. While fans saw the footballer, few understood the emotional burden he carried. The pressure extended far beyond the pitch. As Pogba attempted to rebuild his career at Juventus, further setbacks followed. Injuries continued to limit his impact. The player who once dominated midfields across Europe struggled to stay on the pitch consistently. Questions that once seemed impossible were suddenly being asked. Had we already seen the best of Paul Pogba? Could one of football's greatest talents ever return to his peak? The answers became increasingly uncertain. Paul Pogba's story is one of football's greatest what-could-have-beens. A player blessed with extraordinary talent. A World Cup winner. A global icon. Yet his career remains a story of brilliance mixed with frustration, success mixed with disappointment, and potential that many believe was never fully realized. Perhaps that's why his journey continues to fascinate football fans around the world. Because we all witnessed how great Paul Pogba could be. And sometimes, the most unforgettable football stories are not about perfection. They're about what might have been. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to ALN Football Untold for more football mysteries, rise and fall stories, scandals, and untold football histories. Because every legend has a story. And every story deserves to be told.